The Managing Director and CEO of the Nigeria Sovereign Investment Authority (NSIA), Aminu Umar Sadiq, made the disclosure during its 2024 earnings presentation, where the highlights of each financial performance were provided. Said 2024 was special as 2023 results were enhanced.
Oncology and diagnostic centers. We started off with one oncology center co-located in Lagos and two diagnostic centers co-located in Aminu Kano as well as FMC Umuahia. We took time to perfect the business model, perfect the pricing, optimize the patient experience, optimize the training, and off the back of that, when the business model was perfected, then we commenced the expansion process, going from one oncology center to 4 and going from 2 diagnostic centers to 12. And we're in the process of constructing those centers. We have signed the definitive binding agreements for the machinery, for the equipment. And
he said the NSIA is ranked top at the global indices, adding that capital mobilization strategy is key.
Kaduna, Zaria, Kano. Each of those roads taken by themselves is almost the size of the Nigeria Infrastructure Fund. And so our role is to find a way to make our modest capital go far. And that is where a capital mobilization strategy is key. Because we have to find a way of doing the brain work, conceptualizing, developing, capitalizing modestly, finding the right management stabilization around savings and around infrastructure. But we work together. They have the assets that we find interesting to inject certain capital, to turn around, to enhance value for. We're actually working together on a number of projects, both directly and indirectly, and we look forward to the opportunity of continuing to do so moving forward.
The Chief Financial Officer, Victor Osesere, said the authority's operating income has grown by 58% year-on-year, which was largely driven by growth from NSIA's revenue-generating lines.
Revenue lines, and every one of them grew by above single digits. Because of that, you can see that bottom line also increased, profit after tax and total comprehensive income both increased by 59%. And as it's practice, we usually present to the media what is our core TCI. What we call core total comprehensive income is the income of ours that excludes FS gains and derivative valuation gains. So we want to show that on a real earning basis, we've actually also made profits. And we have increased that from 165 billion per year to 408 billion. I think it's a good place to clap because this is almost 150% increase. And this is actually real earnings. And this is our best earnings ever in our history.
According to him, the NSIA asset has grown by 96%, closing 2023 by 2.3 trillion in total asset, now 4.4 trillion.
By 96%, we closed 2023 by 2.3 trillion in total asset. Now we're at 4.4 trillion in total asset, and this has been largely driven from our investment portfolio of investment securities that have done extremely well, and also our other investee entities that has also done well. During the year, we also received $175 million from government. This also accounted for the growth of our total asset. Then also FX gain also accounted for that increase that you are seeing. And when we look at our key ratios and metrics, every one of them is positive. You can see that our return on average equity is also above 12%. And I just want to also draw attention that this return is actually core return on equity, not the total comprehensive income.
The Chief Operating Officer, Ijeoma Taylor, while saying the core mandate of the NSIA is to create value, enhance performance, and preserve capital. Also talked about risks management framework.
It's a very robust sort of framework that is a critical driver for the way that the authority is able to sustain its financial performance and indeed build what we see is today a resilient.
Taylor, who said public interest entities and public companies were mandated to implement ICFR framework for 31st December 2024, said the NSIA were the early adopters of the ICFR, adding that the authority got a clean audit opinion which demonstrates its commitment not just to delivering financial performance but also transparency, integrity, regulatory compliance, as well as robust governance framework. Eugenia Solomon reporting for Asset Television.